Hello and welcome to episode 12 of What If Civilization Started Over. Between episodes, I did a live stream where uh, I mostly drew in provinces, but also a lot of these countries now have names. Some of these names I just gave, like Cyprus here, I just gave it that name. Others were named by other people, like Kurdistan, Lomthej, Egg. Yeah, this country's now just named Egg. We also have Messy. Anyways, also, cities have names, so we have Alton, Chilton, Dillon, and finally, the final city that has a name is over here in China, that being Cheese. Anyways, enough with names for now. The first thing that's going to be happening is actually going to be on the alliance layer, as this country over here is actually going to leave the Square Alliance. They joined because they were scared of this country invading them. However, now they're stronger than this country, so they really don't have a point to be here. So they leave the Square Alliance. I think this one is called Port. Yeah. Anyways, that's all that's going to be happening with alliances for now. Next up, we're going to head over here where this Macedonian country is going to do some expanding as they expand up here a bit. And this Turkish country is also going to be expanding. Another country that's going to be expanding is going to be this brown country here, named Limor. I don't know how that's pronounced. Anyways, they are going to explore along here, going up. They will then put even more money into exploration as they explore further north. And while this is happening, this egg, as it's called, will also be exploring around here. This country is then going to expand, as they will expand and take all of this land here. Seeing that country expand is going to make this blue country want to expand, as they will start exploring along this land and then move into some of it. However, as this is happening, there's going to be a breakaway over here. Anyways, you see a breakaway over here with all these provinces breaking away. And this is going to annoy the blue team, who's then going to send troops in to clear it out. However, they underestimate this country, which kicks them back out. They also send troops up over here, and they send troops along here surrounding the capital. However, this country is somehow kicking them out, and it's unknown how. But as that's happening, this country, the Macedonian country, is going to start invading into the blue country as they push down around here. And soon after, even the lime country is going to join in as they push in over here and take these two provinces. With this, the blue country here will surrender over to all of them, as they will give these provinces over to the green. And over here, this province will be given back to the, well, most of this province the blue team will take back, however, a little bit of it will be taken by the Macedonians. However, they will get all of this province back and a little bit of land right there that was unclaimed by a nation. However, Macedonia will be taking all of this land here. And now they look like that, so we need to fix this province border as it is split into two provinces. So now we have this, and also this country gets their independence with that. However, the blue team does still exist and did get their newly explored land. Anyways, this new country's capital will be in the one major city. And continuing on, we are going to see over here, we see this red country and this pink country are going to invade into this other pink country. So the red country goes down as the pink country goes out. The capital gets taken, and eventually the entire country will fall. With this, they'll look at a deal where the pink country here will get the capital, and in return they'll give a bit of land over here by the coast over to the red team. So with that, that country no longer exists, and their capital will be removed, because there's no use of a capital if the country doesn't exist. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Anyways, let me color this land in. Next up, we will be going down over to South Africa, where this small country here that just got its independence in the last episode is going to get invaded by this country here. So they will push in, and they will fully annex the country. With that, we can remove the name. And we can also move the capital. We are also going to see a massive breakaway in this country here, as all this land here will break away, with the rest of this land here getting invaded by this purple country. And right after that, the orange country is going to invade into the purple country. However, as that is happening, there will be a breakaway in them as this pink country breaks away. With this, the purple country will push the orange back out and even start pushing into the orange country a bit, taking this land here. And finally, this country here is going to take advantage of the weakened team here and push in over here, take the capital, and take all this land here before the war ends. With this, they will take all that. Going over to capitals, this country will move their capital. That needs to become a major city. Anyways, this country will move their capital. As it is moved over to right there, this country's capital will be right there. Up here, we will see this red country expand a bit as they expand over here. And this country here will go up here. This country will also expand as they move over here, meet up with the blue country here. They'll also start exploring some of this land up here. This blue country will also expand as they expand into here. And a little bit more land will be discovered by the pink team this time, who also expand as they take all of this land here. And with that, we have the new borders of South Africa. The next event in this video will be happening over here in the Iberian Peninsula again, where following this country leaving the alliance, this country is actually going to write a letter to the king of this country and say, hey, let's invade this country. And this country's like, okay. So, while this country is stronger than these two combined, they probably could defeat it. So these two will join. So this country starts invading, and they start getting pretty far, but then the troops from this one arrive and start pushing them back. And they're kind of confused on why this country hasn't done their job yet. And what the Goiki, I don't know how that's pronounced, but something like that, country was not expecting was for the Lime team to join in, as they thought this country just left the alliance, they're not going to join in. However, these Port and Lomthage still hold decent relationships, so Lomthage will come to their aid along with Mediterranea, who will also start invading. And Goiki is like, where is this country? Why are they not helping? And then this country starts sending troops in, and Goiki doesn't really do anything because they assume that these troops are here to help them. However, they just start killing their troops all of a sudden. And Goiki's like, welcome to our deal. And this one's like, what deal? This port will completely push out the Goik troops and start pushing into them. And then Yugal is going to join in to this war because land is land, so they will join in and start pushing in. And Goik is like, come on, what we don't have to do this, and but then the capital gets taken and the king is captured, and eventually this country is just going to completely collapse. With that, a treaty will be made. Here we have the peace treaty where Goiki no longer exists, so long way again. So rest in peace, Goiki. Who knows, maybe in the future they can come back. We see all of these countries expand. Speaking of expanding, this country will get even more land now as they are going to do some expanding downwards. They're mostly going to stick to the ocean as they explore down here, but we'll also explore a bit around here. Until all of this land here is discovered. With this, they will expand into a lot of this land. Now they look like that. While all of this has been happening, Finland has actually been exploring a lot. So they explore over through here. They explore up here, near to where Sweden is. And then they will take a bunch of this land. Now looking like that. And also Norway will expand a bit as they explore around this land here. And take this land along here. With the Finns and the Norwegian explorers meeting up, they're actually going to make a deal similar to the one that Norway made with Sweden. With that deal stating that the Finns can have this land. Why did that happen? They can have this land here, and Norway will take the rest of it. So Finland cannot go past this line in that direction, Norway cannot go past in that direction. Which they have not even explored most of this land yet, so they don't know like if it continues up here or if there's, for all they know, there could be water right here. The Estonians will also explore. In fact, they meet up with the Finnish explorers, and then Estonia will expand a bit as they expand along like that. And with that, we are actually at the end of the episode, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.